Get out my special...
The people outside look really scary, Mr. President. Mr. President, escape via the Eagle Star in the underground base. Now I'll open the entryway to the underground base. Please give your guests some face time with the Commander-in-Chief.
A musician was among the POWs you rescued.
Mr. President, there are many enemies that way. Plunging in head first is too reckless, even for the President of the United States. Are just lowly foot soldiers. Even if they aim at you and fire. Mr. President, the Eagle Star is beyond here. Get going before the enemy chases after you. Proceed ahead while destroying anything that stands in your way. Switching over your weapons depending on the situation is the main key to fighting. Try out the weapons in your backpack as you like. Mr. President, there's an aircraft hangar beyond this passageway. Now let's hurry. The aircraft hangar is behind the barrier. I'll open the barrier now. Please wait a moment. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. President. The barrier has been opened. Air Force One's launch preparations will be complete soon. Well, looky here. More guests. Well, I guess they won't be voting for you next term.
Mr. President, the enemy is taking aim at Air Force One.
Please be careful.
Jody, update me.
Good luck.
Annihilate the enemy army by destroying the target areas where the troops have amassed. Destroy all the target areas scattered throughout and take back the town. Mr. President, POWs are being transported in that cage. Destroy the cage with light firearms and rescue the people inside.
Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were used to develop new weapons for the military.
The enemy forces have even captured San Francisco's cable cars. We can't let them get away with using the symbol of this great American city.
Way to go, Mr. President! Now the POW can be safely liberated.
The yellow icons on your radar are designated targets in each area. Destroy each target and blow the area to oblivion. Reinforcements come from the adjacent areas. When there are too many reinforcements, try attacking from another area. You could call it winning by retreating. Mr. President, the target area has been destroyed. This has been a momentous first job.
A timed self-destruct device is attached to the cage. The destruct device kicks into action when you draw close for a fixed period of time. Be careful. A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to play the Chinese air hoop. The POWs have been safely freed.
With a spinning antenna is the enemy's communications facility. From this facility, when communications are made, large numbers of reinforcements join the battle. It's really a nuisance, so destroy it first.
Succeeded in saving the POWs.
High-powered weapons like bazookas are effective against the tough tank armor. Please don't hold back on using the weapons in your backpack.
The time limit self-destruct device has been activated. Hurry and destroy it.
Mr. President, there are 5 areas remaining. Destroy them one after the other. There are 3 areas remaining. Just a bit more, Mr. President. have usurped a building, making it a target.
The building was opened 2 years ago on April 25th. It's named the Halcon Denkai China Building. Each season it's decorated with gorgeous lights. Their Christmas tree tops them all. Over 800,000 people came to see it last December. For such a long time, I've been wondering how lovely that gorgeous building would look if it were destroyed. I feel bad for the owner, but hey, let's smash the hell out of it.
Mr. President, there's one area remaining. Show them the true heart of America. The suspiciously tall targets are enemy headquarter installations. The morale of the troops is rising due to the HQ installations. Destroy the HQ facilities first and eradicate their will to fight.
From a U.S. president. Nice thinking on your feet. Could this be a... That fat boy needs a president. Fat boy.
The enemy force...
Mr. President, we've been made... Good luck! Enemy explosive bombs have been laid out all over town. Clean up the bombs while destroying the radar jamming stations. Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were used to develop new weapons for the military. That's a radar jamming station. If you destroy it, the bombs will surely show up. Mr. President, if approached carelessly, it will detonate? Don't be so lax. Was among the POWs you rescued. I wonder if the Vice President wants to go as far as to control the music in America.
showing up on radar, but not well enough for all the bombs in town to show up.
MetalWolf has infiltrated the garden of a big mansion, the home of international superstar Money Money Gold. What business does MetalWolf have with a $3.2 billion man? Maybe he's going to take out a loan.
Are you like me now?
Oh man, he's destroying the mansion. Add destruction of personal property to the breaking and entering charges. The U.S. Constitution is downright powerless against MetalWolf's evil.
If you destroy the enemy radar jet, destroy all the bombs and liberate the town. The defense strength is high against live ammunition. If you destroy the enemy radar jamming stations, the bombs should show up on radar. Would you like to destroy the radar jamming stations first?
MetalWolf.
By the way, Jody,
Good luck. The end. Mr. President, the view certainly is grand, but stop with the don't look down jokes, please. This kind of blind spot isn't normally discovered. Now that's what I call insight, sir. Mr. President, there are 3 target areas remaining. Watch your feet, too.
Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were held in the mountains to maintain military helicopters.
Target area, huh? Almost like a bird's nest? Too bad you don't have any birdseed. I guess you'll have to give them some delicious firepower instead.
A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops.
Mr. President, there's only 1 target area remaining. A little longer and this ravine will be back in its original state. Increasing with support troops from connecting areas. Please be careful.
How do you like me now? There's more where that came from. Take.
And take a... The defense strength is high against live ammunition. Whoa! The enemy...
Any word from the resistance?
Good luck.
Enemy fort... A gun battery that big should take 5 minutes to recharge. Until then, head for the Alcatraz cannon in the center of the island. Forget him, and keep your mind on the mission, Mr. President. A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops. Is blocking the road. Uh-oh, the armor looks tough as nails. Pound it with overwhelming firepower.
The U.S. military is being decimated platoon after platoon.
What I wouldn't give for a fly swatter for this buzzing insect. The defense strength is high against live ammunition. Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were probably used to make the Alcatraz cannon. The energy tanks and...
The army has been completely vaporized. Metal Wolf, your cruelty won't go unpunished.
Jody, what's the situation?
Good luck.
This place? Posing as a hero in an old western is fine, but since you're surrounded now, how about heading for high ground? A musician was among the POWs you rescued.
Major!
Taking on all three at once could be bone-breaking. The enemy with stealth capability...
Major, you're corrupt. You or never you really are that...
One special mobile armor enemy is left.
Major, at least die like a man.
Mr. President, the fuselage damage rate is over 70%.
Wyatt Earp would never have let it go this far. Oh, it's embarrassing just to call you Wyatt Earp.
Die like a man.
That's a radar jamming installation.
The best medicine for that kind of headache is pumping it full of a heavy dose of lead. Now the stealth function of the enemy's heavy special mobile armor is knocked out.
Now that's refreshing. Kind of like sunrise on an early summer morning.
How's...
Jody, what's the situation?
Good luck.
Each target area has started up their poison gas controls. If the density of the poison gas exceeds 181 parts per million, human death is guaranteed. What's that? From destroying the poison gas source, the poison gas density has gone down. But don't let down your guard. Hurry up, Mr. President. What's that? Mr. President, that's a tank filled with poisonous gas neutralizer. The soldiers must be tired if they left that out in such an obvious place.
Was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to sing the blues for the troops.
The defense strength is high against live ammunition. There are 5 target areas remaining. Hurry on to the next one, Mr. President.
Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were probably used to research poison gas.
Another dire blow to the military. The military only has 3 operating bases left.
Mr. President. That dropped.
How do you like me now?
An utter...
Did you get in touch with the resistance?
Good luck.
This is DNN's...
The Elijah One appears to be dropping parachute troops from its cargo bay. It'll be trouble when those reinforcements land. Destroy the target areas while shooting down the enemy dropping into the battle.
An elite paratrooper sniper unit and the pride of the U.S. Airborne is joining the fight. They're dropping into battle one after the other. This is a scene of biblical proportions. A modern-day David and Goliath.
Okay, Mr. President, let's shoot them down. You should knock out the launch bay doors that drop the bombs. First, start by reducing the strong attacks. That device seems to...
From MetalWolf's fierce assault, the Elijah One fuselage has been damaged. But the Elijah One was designed to withstand damage from 155. The Elijah One's armor plating has taken an off... What's this?
Jody, what's the situation?
Good luck.
The Navy cruiser will fire powerful long-range missiles. You'll need constant warning, Mr. President. The bomber group seems to have received a request from the target area and is on their way. The bombing will be dangerous. You should sever the reinforcements ahead of time. A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was surely forced to play the ukulele on the beach. Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were worked to the bone without any vacation maintaining that battle cruiser. Long-range missiles are approaching. Watch out for aerial attacks. Going head-to-head with this kind of firepower isn't the smart. The long-range missiles from that Navy cruiser are on a collision course. Please do not be caught off guard.
They won't withdraw yet! Fire at the number 3 gun battery! Sailors! What's the pulse of the nation's...
Good luck.
And if what he said is true, this'll be dangerous. Run away for now, Mr. President. Mr. President, that Daddy Longlegs gets its energy wave firepower from a power recharge facility. Each target area obtains those nukes. That overgrown Daddy Longlegs is getting close. If you don't want to see heaven in person, you... Mr. President! Oh, Mr. President! Mr. President! If what he said is true, this'll be dangerous. Run away for now, Mr. President. Mr. President, that Daddy Longlegs net. He's headed for the scrap heap for...
The enemy force in the...
I'll head and the... because...
Go ahead and cock your weapons if I direct these missiles behind me. That goddess of liberty and your cute little secretary will all... Time for my...
Aim for the caterpillar. Kill the... move soon. But kill a cornered enemy with prudence. That's only 200 yards between the tank and the Statue of Liberty. We're down to... Nice shooting, Mr. President. But there's many a slip.
The enemy. Good luck. Now get out there and rock their world. Mr. President, all flamethrowers in the underground base have been stopped. This target area seems to have supplied the fuel to the flamethrowers. Mr. President, you are experiencing radar trouble. You can't move carelessly about until the radar jamming station is destroyed. Mr. President, the radar is back online. Now the traps are easy to detect. 3 target areas remain. Which do you want to destroy next? A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops. The number of enemies has really decreased. There's one last target area. President, control of all the energy guns in the underground base. Mr. President, peel off that unsightly armored exterior. A scaredy cat missile is being protected in a sturdy shelter. When the shelter opens, that's your chance to attack. Coming along nicely. You're halfway. The White House is almost back to its handsome self again. Mr. President, let's finish this. You're home at... Now you've recaptured... We believe... Wow! What a relief! You showed him who's boss, Mr. President.
Bravo, Michael!
He's... Chase after him, Mr. President.
Richard!
Not that jerk off the roof, showing who'll have the last laugh.
You break it, you bought it, Michael. You'll pay for the damages with your life. Now,
He's on the move again. Chase after him, Mr. President.
nice one, Michael. Take it and die, and take it to your grave.
It's over, Richard.
President, are you all right? The Vice... Best of...
Blasted to bits!
How do you like me now?
but...
IGT1 時08分40秒でした。残念。